my dear learners, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, The Science Zone, where you will learn the concepts of science with ease. If you like my videos, hit the like button. If not, comment in the comment section for any modifications. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon for latest updates. Today we are going to start with another chapter of science from class 7, that is chapter number 5, acids, bases and salts. After the chapter 3, fibers to fabric, this is another chapter in chemistry. This chapter deals with identification of acids and bases and different types of salts. The contents are identification simply by touch or taste. We can either touch or taste the substance and we can simply identify the simple substances, but just keep in mind we cannot touch the acids and bases directly if they are in their concentrated form. Now what is concentrated and what is diluted we will learn in detail afterwards. The next topic is acids and bases, the definitions along with simple examples which we see around us in our day-to-day life. Then we'll move on to the indicators. There are 3 natural indicators which we are going to learn in this class. They are litmus, turmeric and China rose. So let's start understanding the chapter, the acids and bases. The acids and bases, I have already told that we can simply identify them by taste and their touch, or how do they feel. So the acids are sour in taste whereas the bases are bitter in taste. Acids feel rough when we touch them. The bases feel soapy or slippery. Then the acids are termed as acidic in nature, or the chemical nature is acidic, whereas the chemical nature of bases is basic. So on the basis of these points we can identify or we can define the acids as the substances that are sour in taste. Okay, the substances which are sour in taste are termed as acids, whereas the substances which are bitter in taste and feel soapy on touching are known as bases. Understood? So we are just defining the acids with one property, that is its taste, because we all know that touching the acids is highly dangerous. So we are not directly touching the acids. On the other hand, bases, some of the bases are the ones which we can touch. Okay, so bases are bitter in taste, they have a soapy feeling or the slippery texture is there, plus some bases are the ones which we can touch. Here we can see some examples of acids and bases present in the substances which are used in our daily life. For example, lemons are used in our daily life and they contain the acid known as citric acid. The curd have lactic acid, vinegar has acetic acid, and tamarind has the tartaric acid. Similarly, the bases, as we say that they are soapy in texture, so they are present in lime water, some types of food, or you can say every food contains your base, that is sodium hydroxide, which is bitter in taste. Then soaps and cleaners, they contain calcium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide and ammonium hydroxide is present in different cleaners. So we all know that lemon, curd, vinegar, tamarind, these all are sour in taste, whereas these lime water, soap and cleaners you may not have tasted, but you must be knowing that if we add this sodium hydroxide in food, what will happen? The food will become, if more of it is being added, then the food will become bitter in taste. Okay, because your sodium, the salt, sodium chloride salt, when it reacts with water, it forms sodium hydroxide. And this sodium hydroxide, when it is present in excess, due to excess present of salt, it gives you a bitter taste. So your salt does not have a bitter taste, but what has the bitter taste? It is your base sodium hydroxide, which when the salt is added, it is formed in more quantities. Now there must be a question in your mind that if we are not going to touch or taste these acids and bases, as they are dangerous, so how we are going to identify the acids and bases? For this identification, we have different types of indicators, and these indicators help us to identify acids and bases. Let us move on to learn these indicators. So let us know what the indicators are. The indicators are defined as the special type of substances used to test the chemical nature, whether acidic or base, of other substances. The test uses indication of a color change. Okay, so a change in color is associated when we are identifying or when we are using an indicator in different solutions of acids and bases. Let us learn how these changes are visible to us. There are different types of natural indicators which are present around us. These indicators, being natural, they first made us realize the difference between acids and bases and how we can understand or how we can categorize some substances as acidic and basic. So the three natural indicators which we are going to learn in this chapter are litmus, turmeric and China rose. So first we will move on to the litmus indicator. Learning about our first natural indicator, that is litmus. It is a natural dye which is actually mauve purple colored. Okay, somewhat like this is the color of the actual dye, the litmus dye. Now it is the same color in distilled water. When it is inserted into different solutions like acidic solution, it changes its color to red, and when inserted in basic solution, it changes its color into blue. There is no color change associated with neutral solutions. Now what are neutral solutions? Neutral solutions are those solutions which do not have this ability or which do not have this property or chemical nature as acidic or basic. So apart from acidic and basic, there are some solutions which are neutral in nature or some substances which are neutral in nature, and these substances does not change the color of the dye, that is litmus paper. Now the litmus paper strips are available in the market. Like this, we have different strips and we can use these strips for getting our results. Litmus is one of the most commonly used dye, or the litmus paper strips are the most commonly used strips for identifying acids and bases. They are extracted from lichens. Lichens are a special kind of organisms, the living organisms which are present in nature. So the lichens are a combination of alga and fungi. Okay, alga and fungi, when they live together, they form a special type of organism that is known as lichen. So this is their symbiotic relationship of alga and fungi. Now this is all how the color changes in red and blue litmus papers. The litmus papers are available in two colors, red and blue. Okay, some are red and some are blue. This is red one, this is blue one. Though they are so light, but we can identify whether one is blue or one is red. They have the shade of blue and red, and when inserted or dipped into the solutions, they will give us clear red and blue colors when they are wet. Okay, after when they are dried, they again fade the shade. Let's move on to the next indicator, that is turmeric indicator. The turmeric indicator can be used in the form of a paste or a solution, wherein we can take some amount of turmeric and add some amount of water to make a paste or a solution. Now the turmeric is also a specific ingredient, or you can say a very important ingredient in food and in several dishes. Now this turmeric is associated with the color change as follows. It gives a yellow color in acidic solution or in neutral solution as well, but it gives a color change that is red color in the basic solution. This we can simply understand with a live example, that is, whenever there is some turmeric stain, the turmeric, as we have already seen, that it is present in several dishes, or we can say it is present in many of the dishes. And when we use this turmeric and some particles, the food particles, then when they fall onto our clothes, we get a yellow colored stain. Now this yellow colored stain turn red when we are dipping it into the detergent solution. That means our detergents, as we have already seen, that all the soaps and detergents, they are basic in nature. So the bases give red color change when used the turmeric indicator. The turmeric itself has a little bit acidic nature, and hence it gives yellow in neutral solution as well as yellow in acidic solution. It is also a dye, as we have seen the dye of litmus extracted from lichens. It is also a dye, means it gives colors or it imparts color. So there is a small activity which we can do with the help of this turmeric indicator or a dye. We can make a paste out of it, adding a small amount of water in the turmeric powder, and we can have a paste. Now this paste we can apply on the paper with different designs. We can draw different flowers or any other designs, and when we put on different detergents or any soap solution with the help of a soap or a cotton piece, we will get red color. Okay, all the design will become red in color, so it will give you a beautiful color on a card. So this is a simple way of using this indicator, or we can simply do this experiment at home with a cloth, a rough cloth we can take for this, and on this cloth we can have some stains of food particles, or you can say we can have some haldi stains or turmeric stains, on which we can pour some detergent solution, and on others we can pour some lemon solution or the lemon juice, and afterwards we will get the same results as we have got here. That is, using the lemons we will get only the same yellow color, using the detergent we will have the red color, and if we use water, again the color is going to remain the same, that is yellow. So with this we have completed with the turmeric indicator as well. Our next indicator is a China rose indicator, which is also known as gulhar. The China rose is also known as gulhar. So these gulhar flowers are somewhat like which you are looking at the board. They are red colored flowers with their androecium, which is coming much above the gynoecium part or much above the flower. In this flower, the China rose indicator gives us magenta color, that is a very dark pink color in the acidic solution, whereas a light pink color is that of the indicator itself, and in the neutral solution also it gives the same color. The same color persists. In the basic solution the color is green. Let's move on to the method of extracting this China rose indicator. First of all, we have to take some flowers in a beaker, and then we have to add warm water in them. After keeping for some time, a light pink colored solution will be obtained, and this solution is known as the China rose indicator. So by this method we are going to get this light pink colored indicator, and by using this indicator, the drops of the indicator, we can identify the acids and bases with this magenta or dark pink color and green color change. Lastly, let us take a look on a table of comparison between the results obtained by these different natural indicators, whether it is turmeric, litmus or China rose. So the table contains different solutions. Just remember that solutions are required and not the powdered form of any compound. Okay, so different solutions we can use like shampoo, lemon juice, soda water, vinegar. We can add everything into some amount of water and we can dilute them. After diluting, we can add these indicators in the dilute solutions in different test tubes, or we can directly insert the drops of these solutions onto the litmus paper or the test tube containing some drops of turmeric indicator or the test tube containing some drops of China rose indicator. And after this, we can see different types of results as shown in the table. The shampoo will give a blue color with litmus paper. So if we are using a red litmus paper, it will turn into blue. The lemon juice will turn blue litmus to red, the soda water will turn red litmus to blue and the vinegar will turn blue litmus to red. Similarly, we will see that the turmeric indicator will give a red color in shampoo and soda water, whereas a yellow color in lemon juice and vinegar. Similarly, the China rose indicator gives green color in shampoo and soda water, whereas lemon juice and vinegar gives a magenta color when China rose indicator is used. So depending upon all these observations, we can find out that shampoo and soda water are basic in nature, whereas lemon juice and vinegar are acidic in nature. So with this, we have completed to learn about acids, bases, and how they could be identified. I hope you all would like the video. If you like the video, please don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to the channel to have these videos on frequent basis. All the best. Have a nice day. Goodbye. And we'll meet in the next video.